So a couple weeks ago, my smartwatch, which is a Samsung Galaxy 5 series, the Ultra or like the larger one, I can't remember exactly what they called it, Classic maybe. It took a dive on me and I had a extended warranty through Amazon and I sent it back for repair and they were not able to repair it because it went kaput. So awesome that they hooked me up with a gift card for the compensation of the warranty of it. And the timing was great because these just got announced, and that is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 line of watches. This one is the Ultra, and I have that. We're gonna go ahead and unbox it. This is not a review video. We're just gonna unbox it and take a look. And I have some accessories that I got for it, and we'll see, you know, what those are like. If you would like a video that goes over the software side of it, connected to your phone, etc., let me know in the comments below, and we can make that happen. So let's go ahead and get unboxing this watch. First up, I want to kind of show you just some features of the watch. This is the one I got. It's the Ultra. It's 47 millimeter. It's LTE, and it also has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, obviously. It's got 64 gigs of storage. It runs Wear OS, powered by Samsung. This line of watches from Samsung, I think, is some of the first watches to have Google's AI, Gemini, kind of built into them. We can take a look at that here on this page once we kind of scroll down. And the reason I went with the Ultra is kind of twofold. Let's go ahead and look at the other one here. This is the Classic, and it's 46 millimeters. What I didn't like about the Classic, and I almost went with it, I didn't like the numbers kind of around the outside there. I know it's kind of picky, but that was me. And then I also didn't really like the dial right here, this kind of rigid dial. That's an actual physical dial you can turn. I didn't have that on my last watch. I was happy with just kind of the touchscreen dial. And so those are a couple reasons I went with the Ultra, plus battery life. I, don't like charging my watch a lot, so it's great to have a bigger battery. So we can look back here on the Ultra, which I got. If we kind of scroll down, I think they have, you can see here, includes Galaxy AI. We got a feature battery built for endurance. So you can see the battery for the Ultra is 590, the Classic is 445, and then you go down to just the regular watch was 425 milliamp hours. So that was kind of one of the big things too, is I wanted a larger capacity battery so I didn't have to charge it as much. We won't go into all of these features. You can go ahead and go to the Amazon page if you're interested. I'll put a link in the description below. But I kind of wanted just to show you that, the difference here of between the watches and why I went with this one. The biggest one was obviously the battery life, or the battery capacity. And then, like I said, I wasn't a fan of the numbers around the outside of the watch. I know we could probably get away with doing some sort of cover that would cover that up. But for me, using this for the next 3 to 5 years, depending on the warranty status, I wanted something that I was going to be happy with and I didn't have to cover up. So let's go ahead and open this box and we'll take a look at the watch. Here's the box for the watch. You can see just Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. Flip it over on the back and we can see just some little data here. LTE, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Those are the biggest things. Obviously GPS. There's not a whole lot to the box. We'll go ahead and crack open the seal here. And it says, do not accept it if the seal is broken or opened, obviously. So let's go ahead and kick this open. It's a cardboard box. Looks like they make it somewhat decent for us to open. The seal here is also kind of cardboardy. A word I just made up, I guess, cardboardy. So we'll put that little trash to the side. Open it up here, maybe. Oh, there's another one on the bottom. Missed that one. There, that one came across easier. Let's open this up and see. And then we have another box. It's a box inside a box. It shows you the kind of watch there, the watch face. We'll pop that out. So that's going to be the watch. This is the watch band that comes with it. Let's take a look at the watch band real quick. This is a big change compared to my old watch. And I think I may have found an additional watch band that was similar to my old watch because I wasn't sure I was going to like this one. But we'll see. You know, you got to be open-minded to things. So this is a pretty beefy watch band, and it's rubber, kind of silicone. Hopefully these are easier to put on. My last watch, it was very, very difficult, at least for me, to get the band on and off. The little mechanical pieces were so small, it was difficult for me. And this is more of a traditional watch band. So you have you have your traditional clasp. You'll put it up through there like a traditional type of watch. It says Samsung here. It's upside down. It says Samsung right here on the watch clasp, but we'll put this aside real quick and we'll get the watch unboxed. And we have more little stuff to cut up here. So let me go grab my scissors and I'll cut this open and we'll get it going. All right, this box is a little more challenging to open than the last box, but we finally got it here. And look at this watch face. This is pretty cool. This thing is large. I was worried it was going to be like gigantic, and it kind of is, just the size of it, but it doesn't feel horribly like gigantic. It is pretty, it's a thick boy, you know, thick with two C's there. But what are you going to expect when you have like the battery and, you know, that we're going for and everything else in it? I do like the kind of titanium look of this one. And what we have here on the sides are our traditional, you know, buttons that Samsung has. My last watch just had 2 buttons. This one has a third one in the middle. Look in the directions, obviously, and stuff, what those do. We can look here real quick as well. We'll put that down there. And I don't know if there's anything else in here. It does not feel like it. So we'll go ahead and get I'm assuming these are the directions and accessories. What I forgot to do, and I just realized this, was to purchase a additional charger for travel. So this comes with one, and I would highly doubt my existing charging setup is going to be functional. We'd open this side, going to be functional with this watch, but we'll take a look here. Nothing else in that box. Here's some quick start guide we can take a look at real quick, because it is quick start. And inside this package, this is one of those packages that there's so many pieces to it that it's never going to go back in the same way it was when I opened it. And that's our charger. So it is a USB-C on that end. Does not come with a wall brick like most stuff these days. Does not come with that. And it's curved. It's hopefully magnetic. It is magnetic. So just pop it right on to your watch there. Charge it up. Plug the other end to USB-C. You're good to go. Fortunately, most everything these days is a USB-C connection, so you shouldn't have an issue, I hope, when it comes to getting that charged up. I don't think we have here what the buttons are. Let's see real quick. Maybe it does. Oh yeah, here we go. So so this says the top button. So this one right here with the orange stripe is our power/home button. So we'll hold that to turn it on, and then wherever you're at in the menu screens, if you just tap that once, it'll go to your home screen. The middle one is a quick action button, and then the bottom button is a back button. So it is similar to my last watch in that is the top one there is the power and home button, and the bottom one's back. It did not have a quick action, but this is going to be great, I think, for doing stuff like payment processing. So, you know, hitting that, it'll bring up Google Wallet. Or even, you know, if you use the flashlight a lot, just hit that and it'll turn the flashlight on the watch. And then talks about charging your device. And we'll go into here, how to put the watch band on, the watch band details, and making a Samsung account, etc. for that. So let me go ahead and get the watch band on, and we can take a look just kind of how that feels and how it looks. Got the watch band on, and on the bottom side of it, it said small, medium, and large on both of the bands. And I don't have small wrists, but I don't have giant wrists. And it was pretty difficult to get on just by myself. And part of it was because of the curvature of this kind of silicone. And I only have it like in the second, option here, as you could see. And this part right here was a little difficult to rotate, but we got it there. So if you have larger wrists, something to think about is this may not fit you. But overall, the watch band went on really easily. It just snapped in. Let me kind of show you. Hopefully we can get it here in the camera. Now if I can get the watch off, here we go. So underneath you have these buttons right here, and you're gonna push those and those should pop the watch band off. So we'll push that in and it just pops right off. And the same thing on this side, we'll just push that little button in with like your fingernail and you can pop your watch band off. There we go. I know it pushed in all the way. And they go in really easily actually, and they line up and you literally just put it in there and push it in. It makes a pop noise and you're good to go. It's in there really secure. So I really do like this watch band system. I'm glad that it has changed and made them easier to get on and off there. But like I said, something to note is this watch band is pretty small. If you have larger wrists, you're definitely going to have to look into getting something that is a little larger for you. So I bought some accessories for this. Let's go ahead and take a look at those and see if they kind of enhance the usability of the watch for what I'm looking for. First up, we have a couple watch bands. Something to note with this is I purchased this pretty much, well, I did pre-order the watch. And so once it was released, it shipped. And I was going off of Amazon descriptions if things were going to be compatible or not with the watches. So all the stuff that I bought said it was compatible with the watches for 2024 and 2025, the Ultra editions. So I'm hopeful that these watch bands are going to work with the 8 and they're not just saying 2025, but they only work with the 7. So let's take a look. This first watch band, I do like the look and the feel of it. It's not as stringent and tight as the other one that came with the watch. There's a kind of a magnetic clasp there. We'll pop it out. The true test here, we'll see if it's compatible. We're going to push the top one in. And survey says, well, it went in, but I'm not 100% sure it's meant for this watch. It didn't click like the Samsung one did, but also this is aftermarket, right? So we'll see if this one fits. You have to line them up just right. Okay, that one clicked in. We do have a nice tight fit. So let me go ahead and put it on and we'll kind of take a look at maybe how easy this was and how it feels. So already I like this one a lot better than the one that came with the watch from the factory. It's got a nice feel, silicone. I like how easy it was to put this on. It just tucked right underneath. And this one feels nice and snug, but it doesn't feel like overbearing and large and kind of bulky and just clunky like the default one from, included with the watch from Samsung. And, again, I'll put links in the description below of where you can get all this stuff on, on Amazon if you want to take a look at it. But overall, this is a pretty nice band here. And yeah, I'd suggest this one. It feels really nice and secure. Let's take a look at the next one. I was intrigued by this band because it has the same clasping system that my last watch had, and I really enjoyed it. It made it really easy for me to get the watch on and off. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's got this built-in like magnet here that you just pop this off. You don't actually unhook the watch. It just makes it wider, the band, and you can just take the watch off your hand. So there's nothing to actually undo and reclasp or anything. This whole magnet, kind of holds this together, and it worked really well for me. I really enjoyed it. The only downside was if you use it like in the pool for many months and you don't dry it, you can start getting a little bit of rust and stuff around just like the metal. But if you do a good job at just cleaning it and washing it, it's a good one. So let's see if it fits the watch and we'll try it on. Yeah, this one feels great. It feels familiar. It feels comfortable. That's what I know. It fits the watch just fine. And like I said, well, you have that little film here you can take off. But like I said, you just really undo, that, and then you can slide your hand out. There's no undoing any sort of mechanical clasping system or hooking anything up. Then you just, literally, boom, put it back together, and it works really great. I don't know. Let's see, since it's an aftermarket. Nope, it's not coming apart. So this will probably be the one I'm keeping just because it's, it feels familiar, but I do like the other one too. I'm definitely not going to use the band that came with the watch. It's not, not my bag. I just didn't like the feel of it, but I really do. Like I said, this feels familiar. I like the feeling of it, and it'll probably be my daily driver. The next accessory I have is screen protectors, and I like the kind of tempered glass ones. And so Spigen, I think I'm saying that correctly, has been a great brand for me. I use these on basically all of my devices, my Nintendo Switch, our phones, my tablet, etc. So I've always had great luck. I used it on my last watch as well. And for the almost 3 years I had it, it got hit multiple times and it never broke, always protected the screen. So I'm a big fan of the tempered glass ones, and I'm not going to go ahead and open it and do it. But what I really love about this brand is the application. They make it very, very simple. So there's great directions in there, and you can see they even come with a kind of plastic applicator here where it makes it super simple to line up and then just go. Obviously you're going to clean your screen and then you could put those on. So highly suggest for any kind of smartwatch, doing something like this, especially if you find yourself hitting it a lot, like on stuff when you're walking. I found when I was traveling, I would get off like a plane, or when I get on the plane, I'd hit it, get my watch against a seat and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, I'm glad I had that screen protector. So definitely look at, something like this, for your watch and protecting your screen and your investment, right? The last accessory I got for the watch are the smartwatch cases. On my last one, I had this nice rubberized kind of hard rubber, I guess you would say, or silicone case that went around it and really protected the watch. I liked it. This, I think these are a little more like plasticky. There weren't a lot of options when, I got this because I'm so close to the release. This is a 5-pack, and I believe 5-pack. If I can get this open here, and comes with different colors. So we have like a navy, a silver, one of these is black, maybe they're both black, and then like a clear. This also comes with screen protectors, but I like the Spigen brand, and we're stuck in here good. There we go. Let's pull one of these out and just see. Put the whole box aside, and this is actually kind of hard rubber. Maybe it's not plastic, I don't think, but let's see about how this feels. So if we it should just fit over the watch. It has the cutouts for the speakers, and then we'll just pop this over the side. Maybe gotta do the button side first, and this may or may not fit because it might be for the previous version, the previous generation. And then it popped right on. Now we have this hard-sided case to protect the sides of the watch. You still have full access to the watch face itself to do, scrolling, etc. We have the buttons on the side here. You can still access them, and, protects the corners and stuff like that. So I probably will keep these because they're pretty inexpensive and they pop on really easily. And another cool thing is if you're want to change the look or kind of the vibe of your watch, because it has 5 different colors, you can put on whatever color you want, or go without it. So with these and then the screen protector, I think I got what I really want, as well as the watch bands. So I think this is going to be a really great watch for me going forward for the next few years. All right, y'all, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the unboxing and looking at some of the features and accessories I got for this watch. Like I said at the beginning, if you want a video that kind of goes over some of the software setup and just menus and stuff of the watch itself, let me know in the comments and we can probably make that happen. And then real quick before we head out, remember, I'll put links in the description below of where you can get all these products off of Amazon. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep doing good.